Stand-up comedy is something I always wanted to do, and about 2014, July 7th, was my first open mic. But up until then, I kept saying to myself, I want to do stand-up comedy. I want to do stand-up comedy, and I finally just made myself do it. I remember, the only comedy club that I knew about was the Improv. So I called up the Improv. I go, "Hey, you do an open mic?" They're like, "No," and they hung up the phone. I was like, "Shit, now what?" So I Googled comedy clubs in Orlando. Then Bonkers came up, and I called Bonkers, and I asked them, do you guys know of any open mics, or do you guys do open mics? And they said, yeah, we do one. We're doing one next Tuesday at the Why Not Lounge in Altamont Springs. And that was my first open mic, and I've been doing it ever since, really kind of nonstop. In the beginning, it was kind of nerve-wracking because you're still trying to get your feet. Honestly, the first 6 months, even year, it's just kind of like, it's probably the most rough because I'm not generally, besides doing stand-up, I wasn't used to performing in front of people. So now I get a rush. I have great nights, and have nights like tonight where I went up number one. It's kind of feeling the crowd, and I always say I don't totally bomb, but this was like a semi-bomb. So you take the good with the bad. Let's get small. Steve Martin, that was a funny one. George Carlin's later ones, 99 to his last one, his death, were really good. When he was older, I thought they were really funny. The last Dan Cummings one was really good too, which the title slips my mind, but that was a really good one too. So those are some of my favorites. What About Bob was funny with Bill Murray. The Roseanne Show I thought was hilarious. I always thought, as a kid, speaking of comics, I always liked the Life with Louie cartoon, which is Louis Anderson. He put out a cartoon on Fox, and I always thought that was funny. And I actually watched it recently, and I still think it's very, very well written. So yeah, those are some of my favorites. Definitely 1990s to mid 2000s Mad TV I liked. SNL I liked till about 02, 03. Then honestly I just kind of got away from it because in my opinion, a lot of the writing, other than a few sketches, a lot of the writing is just kind of subpar in my opinion. Dan Cummings is one. Gabriel Iglesias, he's another one I like to go on tour with. Josh Blue, he's a funny guy. Jim Gaffigan, definitely another one of my favorites. I'd like to go on tour with him. George Carlin, Jim Gaffigan, Dan Cummings. I would like to get roasted by Sam Kinison and Rodney Dangerfield. I see it as a headliner. Definitely getting up an hour's worth of material to become a headliner. So. I like to do a few movies, and I like to do, maybe a sitcom. Definitely like a TV sitcom. Right now, I have a Facebook profile, and I'm also on YouTube. So definitely check me out there. I had fun. I had a great time at your show. I definitely want, the want them to I want them to feel better leaving than they did when they came in. Hey, my name is Erick Lutz, and check out my interview on aqdpie.com.